Spider-Boy. Don't get into any more trouble there, kid. While you're in there, kiddo, my dad stopped the car outside my school. Old school, actually. It wasn't my fault, I told him. I should explain what happened. I got into a fight. I somehow annoyed one of the popular kids and got into a fight. On the bright side, I won. My dad had to speak to the principal and basically told it wasn't a good idea for me to stay in the school. I hated there anyways. I'll wait here while you get your stuff. I got out of the car and walked into school, ignoring the stares from everyone around me. I passed the girl I fought on the way to my locker. She had a black eye, and so she deserved it. I opened my locker and grabbed my stuff. I walked back out of my school, past all the people staring and muttering. My teacher passed me and said, "Good luck, Stark." Guess I forgot to mention this. My dad's Tony Stark. You know, the one genius billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. I headed back to my car and put all my stuff in the back seat. I jumped in the passenger seat and turned and asked, "Can we get coffee?" We both got out of the car and walked over to the coffee shop. There was a long queue. "I'll go in there and you wait here." Usual? I nodded and my dad went to line up. I've always hated crowded places like that. Leaning against the wall, I pulled out my phone. I was like that for a while till I heard arguing in the alley next to me. This probably wasn't a great thing to do, but I had to see what was happening. There was a masked person with a knife threatening a guy. The guy was pulling money out of his pocket. I'm not a superhero, I know that, but I was going to help this guy anyway. "Excuse me." "Of course, Yasmin. This is how exactly you confront a criminal. They both turned to look at me, and I could see how scared the guy was. Most people would be in this sort of situation. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I was walking further into the alleyway. Honestly, I was such an idiot walking into the danger. The masked criminal turned and growled at me. "Or what? As if you could do anything." "Don't underestimate me." I turned towards the guy and told him, "Take your stuff and go." The guy ran out of the alley. The criminal held his knife up and "Pass me your values, or I'll kill you." "Why would I do that? They won't kill me. I'm freaking Stark." "I'm good, thanks," I answered. "You should put that knife down. You could put someone's eye out." The criminal growled again. Maybe annoying them isn't the best idea. I really should go get my dad. Something dropped down in the back of the alleyway. "Hey, dude, leave the lady alone, Spider-Man." He pulled the knife towards him. The criminal ran towards him and went to punch him in the face, but soon enough his hands was wet to the wall. "Let me go," he hissed, trying to pull his arms away from the wall. "Are you alright?" Spider-Man asked me. "Oh, yeah, I could have handled it, you know." I heard him chuckle and then reply, "I'm sure you could have." My dad walked around the corner at the moment. Could have done with him here a few minutes ago. "Hey, kiddo, I got the coffee. How come you're..." He started to ask before realizing Spider-Man and the criminal. "What happened?" He handed me my coffee, and I explained everything that happened. "I missed a lot then." My dad nodded towards Spider-Man and told him, "You did well under Rose." "Thanks." "Oh, okay. Thanks, Mr. Stark. Is this your daughter?" "That's me," I answered. "Yasmin Stark." My dad sipped his coffee and replied, "She's not your type, just saying." I sighed. "Dad, you don't have to be so overprotective." Dad laughed and turned back to Spider-Man. "You got this covered, Spider-Boy?" Spider-Man nodded and replied, "And it's Spider-Man!" I laughed and followed as my dad walked back towards the car. "Bye, Spider-Boy. See you around."